Let me go to the next question, Gary. Um, what details are most important for a dentist to evaluate if they are ready to start resigning from PPO plans?
Well, I'll share three specific details that would be good for you to evaluate. Number one, how relationship driven is your practice? If you look at the alternatives in terms of practice style, practices can either be relationship driven or they can be transaction oriented. Where are you on that spectrum? Are you relationship driven? Or are you leaning towards being more transaction driven? The more relationship driven are, the more ready you are to do this. The second one is how much demand do you have in your schedule right now? If you're booked out very strong, you can't get a new patient into your schedule, that works in your favor. And third, if you have marketing already in place so that you can replace any patients that you might lose when you go out of network, and also the flow of patients that have historically come in there, then that's another readiness factor that would indicate how prepared you are. And remember, if you don't score well on those three things, then we can work on those to get you to a point where you can successfully resign.
Yeah, I love the fact that you make sure your clients are ready, because if you resign before you are ready, it won't be a pleasant experience. Let me go through the next question, Gary. What
question is this, Naren?
This is question number 6.
Okay, Naren, let's do this. We got to pivot here.
Yeah.
So hold on. So we're at 18 minutes right now. There's no way we're going to come even close to this. So let's break this down into we'll have to re-record the beginning.
Yeah.
And let's call it part 1, top 10 questions from RIDA members.
Got it.
And then why don't we just stay on a roll and record the second one.
Yeah.
Of this.
Yeah.
But that's the only way that it's going to be if it goes right now, it's going to be 35 minutes.
Get it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
But let's re-record. So take it from the top. So the team can splice together. Make sure to say question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, question 5. And we'll do the same thing next time, but we'll say, hey, we're going to start with question 6. If you didn't catch that last episode, go back to the first one. Yeah.
Perfect. What I'll do is I'll tease the first 5 questions and say, hey, if you want to know about these questions, go back to the first one, and then I'll jump into question 6. Okay.
But let's record the opening just to this first one right now. I'll call it part 1, top 10 questions from RIDA members.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not doing the full intro, right? I'm just doing the
No, you're doing the full intro. Because I want to patch it together.
Okay, got it.
Right when you say question number 1.
Got it. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Less Insurance Dependence Podcast, the official podcast of the Reducing Insurance Dependence Academy, www.rid.academy. Membership to the Academy is a gift from Gary and I in appreciation for your listenership. Go to rid.academy and don't forget to sign up. I am Naren Arulraja, and I'm your co-host. Today's podcast is titled Top 10 Questions from RIDA Members.
We got to back up. It's part 1, top 10.
No, but I was going to say it at the end.
Oh.
Top 10 questions
Make
from
it in
RIDA
the title.
Members,
Make it in the title. So
today it isn't the title, but I'm just saying, okay. Top 10 questions from RIDA members, part 1. That's what I wrote down. Is that okay? Okay. Let me restart. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Less Insurance Dependence Podcast, the official podcast of the Reducing Insurance Dependence Academy, www.rid.academy. Membership to the Academy is a gift from Gary and I in appreciation for your listenership. Go to rid.academy and don't forget to sign up. I'm Naren, your co-host. Today's podcast is titled Top 10 Questions from RIDA Members, Part 1. Why Part 1? There are 10 questions. Today, we're going to cover 5 questions. Before we jump into that, I have a quick announcement to make. We have an amazing webinar coming up. It's called 7 Steps for a Remarkable New Patient Experience. 7 Steps for a Remarkable New Patient Experience. It's on the 12th of March, 2024. It's a Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So 12th of March, Tuesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, I have had a front row seat to this topic, 7 steps for a remarkable new patient experience. And Gary is the master of it. I think he invented it. And he invented it literally 15 years ago. How do I know? Because he started experimenting with the 7 steps with Life Smiles, a practice he owned. And now he has taught that to Life Smiles practice. It's in their DNA. He has taught that to hundreds of other practices. And it kind of becomes a signature strength of every practice he coaches. Now, this 7 steps, the way I enjoy seeing whether it's working or not is I go and read the reviews. You don't trust me? Just go Google Life Smiles Dental Care Phoenix. Start reading the reviews. And you will notice there are brand new patients who have gone to the practice for the very first time, and they write these, what I call love letter reviews, meaning they're just raving about the practice. And these are people who just went there one time. Right? So what is the magic that turns these people into fans who would go and brag about how wonderful this practice is just after one visit? So that's what Gary's going to teach you. Gary, what are your comments?
Well, we all remember being taught by likely your grandmother who said you only have one chance to make a great first impression. And that's what your new patient experience is an opportunity to make a great first impression and hopefully earn a patient for life. And if you think about it, in many PPO-oriented practices, that new patient experience has kind of gotten watered down with a kind of a rushed, hurried experience. And it doesn't really allow you to present your best foot forward in terms of meeting a new patient. So these 7 steps can be adapted to your practice. And in that webinar, I'm going to go over all these steps, talk about how you might adapt them to fit your practice. There's different variations of it. But the end result is that you'll get patients that are so thrilled to have chosen your office that they can't wait to tell other people about you, and they can't wait to write a favorable Google review for you. And they're on their way to becoming a patient for life in your practice. Also much more inclined to accept your recommendations because you're establishing trust and confidence right from the very beginning with them. So come join us March 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 1 hour webinar. It's free. We're doing this as a courtesy for you. Come join us. We'd love to have you at that webinar.
Thank you, Gary. So let's jump into today's conversation. Top 10 questions from RIDA members, part 1.
So let's set this up, Naren. So recently, we sent a survey out, a questionnaire out to our RIDA members, the 1,200 RIDA members. And we asked them if they would be kind enough to share some questions they want to learn more about in successfully resigning from PPO plans. And we quite literally got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of questions. And we told them what we're going to do is we're going to curate those questions and we're going to do a live event. We did this live event a couple of weeks ago, had a great attendance, but it was such a success, we thought it'd make a great podcast episode. So we picked the top 10. And in order to make these episodes fit our time frame for the Less Insurance to Beds podcast, we're going to cover the first 5 today. And then next week, we'll cover the next 5. But that's the context for where these questions came from. They came from you.